Hello everyone and welcome to Flow Free Friday. Today's practice is a power yoga flow for your thighs. Come into a comfortable seated position and feel free to move around till you feel nice and settled and that your sitting bones are equally weighted on your block or mat. Sitting up nice and tall, take a big breath in and exhale softly through your nose. Closing your eyes if you feel safe to do so. And let's start our practice with a few centering breaths. Breathing in through your nose, filling all the way up, pausing for 1 second, and exhale fully. Giving yourself the opportunity to center, to calm your mind, and leave any unfinished tasks behind so you can focus on yourself and your practice. On your next inhale, open your eyes and reach your fingertips up, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Releasing your right hand by your side. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and exhale, reach over to your right. Keeping your opposite sit bone down. Inhale through center and exhale to lower. Change sides. Inhale, reach up, and exhale over to your left. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, lower. Placing your left hand on your right thigh and your right hand reaching behind you, take an inhale and exhale, start to twist over to your right. Keeping your sitting bones rooted and your hip points facing forward. Using your obliques to twist your torso over to your right. Inhaling through center and exhaling, switching sides. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, twisting over to the opposite side. Making sure you're not using your hands on your thighs to crank yourself into the twist, but isolating the rotation to your obliques. Inhale through center and exhale, release. Inhale, arms reach up, and exhale, hinge at your hips and come into a forward fold. Inhale, look long, and as you exhale, walk your hands back. Change the cross of your legs, and repeat the forward bend once again. Inhale, reach up, exhale, hinge at your hips, and forward fold. Inhale, look long, and exhale, walk your hands back. Place your fingertips behind you, lift your heart up, draw your shoulders back and down, keep your ribs pulling in, just opening up the chest. Come back to center, move your props off to the side, and make your way onto your hands and knees, stacking hips over knees and shoulders over wrists, preparing for cat-cow. Inhale to lift your heart and sitting bones, exhale, round your spine. Remember to shift forward and back to help deepen the stretch on your lower back. And as you shift forward, you're stretching out your wrist, pressing into your fingertips. So you're avoiding placing all of your weight into the heel of your hands. Moving with the flow of your breath. And come back to center. Inhale, extend your right arm out, left leg behind. Exhale to draw it back in. Continue changing sides, opposite arm and leg. See how smoothly you can make these movements without allowing your body to shift noticeably from left to right as you extend opposite arm and legs. Pulling your ribs in, pushing strongly through the sole of your foot as you reach through your fingertips towards the front of your mat. 2 opposing forces working at the same time. Come back to center. Extend your right leg out behind you, toes pointing down. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, float your left knee off your mat and press yourself up and back into three-legged dog. Shift forward into three-legged plank, and exhale as you push your hips up and back into three-legged dog. Repeat this 5 times. Keep your leg firm, glutes are super active, ribs are pulling in, thighs are drawing in towards each other, quite strong. After your 5th rep, step your right foot to the top of your mat by your right thumb. Place your left knee down. Inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling for a kneeling lunge. And exhale, hold. Plant your fingertips and step back into child's pose. Shifting forward, coming onto your hands and knees and repeating the sequence on the second side. Tucking your right toes under. Taking an inhale here. And exhale to float your right knee just a few inches off the mat. Pause. And now exhale up into three-legged dog. Inhale to shift forward into a three-legged plank. Exhale to push your leg up and back into your three-legged dog. Moving with your breath, palms are planted, legs are super strong and active. You should really feel your glutes working hard here to keep your legs strong and straight. 5 reps, and on your last one, step your left foot to the top of your mat, planting your right knee, squeezing your thighs in towards each other. Lift up as you inhale, exhale, hold it here. Strong kneeling lunge. Planting your fingertips, and step your right forward to the front of your right foot forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. We're going to flow with our chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep your hands back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit back. So as you reach up, your palms are facing up. As you sit back, your palms are facing down. Pressing into the heels of your feet. I like to lift my toes up so I can really feel the balls of my feet and my heels grounded as I sit back into my chair. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Keep your ribs pulling in as you flow through your chair. It's a very powerful pose. Hold your chair, press your palms up towards the ceiling so you can feel your triceps activate here. Hold it, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inner thighs might start to burn. Inhale, reach up, exhaling, hands to heart. If you're not at the top of your mat, make your way there. We're pressing on with our sun salutations. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold your body in half. Inhale and step your right foot way to the back of your mat. Sweep your arms up or bring your hands to your heart for your lunge. Plant your palms and step back as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling into your plank, shift forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat, sweep your arms up or bring them to your heart. Exhale, step your left foot forward into your forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your left foot way to the back of your mat. Challenge yourself today with your practice and widen your stance or lengthen your stance so your legs work a little bit harder to help you stabilize. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhaling into your plank. Lower into your chaturanga. Inhale, press up, shoulders back and down. Lift your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale as you step your left foot to the top of your mat by your thumb. Bring your hands to your heart or reach your fingers up to the ceiling. Plant your palms and step your right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Second set. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Big step, high lunge. Plant your palms and step back into downward facing dog. Inhaling into strong high plank. Shift forward slightly, bringing your shoulders over your fingertips, lower into chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky for three-legged dog, and exhale, step your right foot by your thumb. Sweep your arms up, strong crescent lunge here. Plant your fingertips, shift your weight forward, float your left leg, supported warrior 3. Step into your forward fold, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand, and exhale, chair. Reach your fingertips up. Inhale, reach up, exhale, fold. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Big step back. High lunge. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Plant your palms and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale to make your way forward into plank pose. And exhale, lower into your chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts for three-legged dog. Exhale as you step your left foot by your left thumb. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling, crescent lunge. Exhaling into your supported warrior 3. Inhale, pause. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Coming into a toppling five-pointed star. Reach your palms, your arms up to the ceiling, palms face each other. Shift your weight into your left foot and slowly start to bring your right foot off the ground and out to the side and shift your body weight over to your left. Hold it there, then slowly pulse your leg up for 5. Really focus on keeping your leg active and using your glute med and your glute min, your outer thigh muscles, to bring your leg up. Hold it, hold it, hold it here. Transitioning into a lunge. Reach around and let your right toe shift back to touch your foot down towards your mat. Pulling your left hip over towards the right, lifting your right inner thigh up, reach up into a crescent lunge. Hold your crescent lunge, strong legs, ribs pulling in. Getting ready to do 5 lunges here. Inner thighs are working hard. Inhale to bend your knee and exhale to extend both through your knees. Keeping your arms reaching up, chest is lifted. Squeeze your glutes, fire up your inner thigh muscles. 5 lunges, straight up and down. Hold your lunge, inhale, reach up. Exhale as you plant your palms and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, and you can step or hop to the top of your mat. Feet are hip width distance. Slowly rise all the way up and exhale, prepare for the second side. Shifting your weight into your right foot, float your left leg up. Keep reaching over to your right as you float your left leg. And inhale to lift your left leg up. And exhale to lower. 5 reps. Really push through the sole of your foot as you curl your toes up to your shins. Keep pulling your ribs in and keep reaching over to your right side. 5 reps. On your 5th rep, pause and start to reach your left leg towards the back of your mat to transition into your crescent lunge. Bending your right knee, placing your left foot down gently. Stabilizing here, draw your inner thighs towards each other, pull your right hip over to the left. Reach up, palms are facing towards each other. Prepare for your lunges. Take an inhale as you bend your left knee and deepen the bend of your right knee and exhale to extend. 5 lunges, move with your breath. Feel your thighs working super hard as they draw towards each other to help you stabilize. Keeping your ribs pulling in, activating your core support system. Hold your lunge. Reach up. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhaling into plank pose, shift forward ever so slightly. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhaling to press up into upward facing dog. Exhale, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up for 3-legged dog. Open up your hip, but keep your chest facing down. Few pulses here, working your legs, working your thighs. Hold it, bend your knee. Bring your knee out to the side, up towards your armpit. Then plant your right foot down. Spin your back heel around and down. Find warrior 2. And again, this is a great opportunity to challenge yourself by widening or lengthening your stance in your warrior 2. Strong legs. Transitioning into a flow. So reversing your warrior and then bending your right elbow and placing your forearm on your right thigh, coming into side angle. Repeating this flow 5 times, always moving with your breath. Pausing here in your reverse warrior. Breathing into the right side of our body. Transitioning into triangle pose. Straighten out your right knee. Really think about drawing your kneecap up through the contraction of the front of your right thigh. Thighs are still drawing strongly in towards each other, reaching your left fingertips up, keeping your eye on your left thumb. Slowly transition into balancing half moon. Reach through the left leg, bending your right knee, and slowly come to a standing position and bring your left knee up nice and high. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Just wanted to make sure I was still in the frame. Leg is out in front of you. 5 little pulses here. Use your quads. Doesn't matter how high you lift your leg, as long as you feel the front of your thigh engage. Hold it here, push through the heel. Slowly transition through a mini warrior 3. Plant your left toes down, squaring off your hips, reach up, crescent lunge. Plant your palms and step back into downward facing dog. That was a mouthful. So let's shift forward, coming into our vinyasa plank pose. Exhaling into chaturanga. Inhaling into upward facing dog. Exhaling downward facing dog. Second side. Left leg will lift up. Turn out or open up your hip. And pulse for 5 pulses. Then bend your left knee. So think about making a circle with the hip and with your knee rather, and bring your foot to the front and open up into warrior 2. You can heel toe your right leg a little bit further back just to widen your stance here, or lengthen it is probably the better way to say this. Strong warrior, pressing into both feet equally so you're not shifting your weight forward or your torso forward. Shoulders stacked over hips. Reverse your warrior, and let's go through our flow. 5 reps, moving with your breath. So this movement is isolated more or less into your torso from your waist up. So you want to keep your legs strong and rooted. Starting to feel my legs shake about now. Hold your reverse warrior. Breathing into the left side of your body. Yep, legs are shaking. Slowly transition into your triangle pose. Drawing your kneecaps up. And this is also helpful for preventing hyperextension through your knees if you tend to hyperextend. Making sure you can keep your gaze on your thumb of the hand reaching up towards the ceiling. Bringing it forward if you need to, so you're not straining your neck or your eyes. And from your triangle pose, transition it into balancing half moon. So bending through your left knee, reaching your left fingertips down so they're underneath your left shoulder, and extend through both limbs. Super strong legs. Slowly coming into a standing position, reaching your fingertips up, extend your right leg out in front of you. Hold it here, find your balance in 5 pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Push through the heel without putting your foot down. Step back into your crescent lunge. Reach up. Plant your palms. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come all the way forward into plank. And as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Let's take a few moments here to rest in Shavasana on the belly. Making a pillow with your hands and placing your forehead on the back of your hands. And allow your body to completely relax here. Letting go of any tension or any resistance you might have been building up. And bending your right knee and drawing your heel in towards your right butt cheek, leaving your forehead on the back of your left palm. Just gently stretching out your quad, the front of your thigh. Keeping your hip points pressing down on your mat. Slowly release and changing sides. Yes, very short breaks today. It's a power flow, so not too many, breaks aren't too long. Drawing your left heel in towards your left butt cheek. Just feeling a gentle stretch along the front of your leg. Bending both knees now and grabbing a hold of your ankles. If you're taking care of your knees, flex your ankles. Otherwise, your toes are reaching up to the ceiling. Pressing your hip points down and start to float your thighs off. And so the kicking action of your feet into your hands helps to lift your chest off. Relax through your shoulders so they're not drawing back, but you're keeping your shoulders in neutral. Magnetizing your inner thighs towards each other so you're not allowing your knees to splay open. This pose reminds me of rocking in Pilates. In Pilates, when you do rocking, you're actually rocking back and forth. Placing your forehead down and slowly windshield wiper your legs from side to side, just releasing your lower back. Come to stillness, hands by your side, elbows up, press yourself up, and sit back for a brief moment in Hero's Pose, just to reset the spine. We have a little bit more work to do before we get into Shavasana. So bring your legs around to the front. We're going to play with boat pose. So sitting on your sitting bones and roll behind them, walk your feet in, extend your arms out in front of you and lift your feet off. Straighten out your right knee, find your balance, and lower and lift your right leg for 8 reps. I really started to struggle here. This is really hard. But it's good to push ourselves because sometimes we're never sure what we're capable of until we actually give it a try. And oftentimes we surprise ourselves. Changing sides. Whoops, stabilize. Yep, you can always rest your fingertips down, find your balance. And then when you're ready, you can remove your fingers or perhaps you leave them there. They're just helping you to stabilize, but your legs are still doing all the work. Slowly hold it. Extend through both knees. Squeeze your quads, the front of your thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inner thighs are squeezing towards each other. Reach through your toes. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And release. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold on to above your ankles. Inhale to lift your heart up and exhale. Just hinge forward. Butterfly pose. Just staying here for a couple of breaths. So grab your block. You're going to hold a block out in front of you above your toes. So you're flexing through your ankles. The block will be about shoulder height. You're going to lift your leg up to tap the block. Try not to lower the block to your foot, but bring your foot up to the block. 8 reps. Lots of quads, front of your thighs. Now place the block between you. I chose to go with the highest level, but you can choose to start lower and work your way up. Hands by your side, pressing into your fingertips or your palms, and lift your legs up and tap them together. Squeeze inner thighs towards each other. 8 reps here. Good, and release. So we're going to do one more drill here. So you want to separate the blocks wide enough that you can bring both of your legs in between them. We're going to lift our legs up over one block, rest them in the middle, lift them up again, and over to the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. That was really tough. Move your blocks off to the side, but not too far, as you might need them a little bit later. So we're just going to come into a little bit of a stretch here for our quads, the front of our thighs. So shake your legs out a little bit. So bend your right knee and place, you don't want to be on your heel, you want to make sure your heel is off to the side. So you can reach your hands behind you and keep your chest lifted. Or if you want to deepen the stretch, come onto your forearms, but keep lifting your chest up. Avoid sinking into your shoulders. You will feel this stretch along the front of your thigh. You want to keep your knee down and keep your knee in line with your hip. So again, avoiding allowing your knees to splay open. If this doesn't work for you, you can always come onto your stomach and do the quad stretch we did before. It's a great opportunity to really reconnect with your breath and slow it down. Slowly release, and then change sides. And keeping your chest lifted and breathing deeply. And slowly release. Bending your knees and scooting yourself forward and making your way onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Let's give yourself a gentle squeeze. And cross your right leg over your left, coming into eagle pose legs. Lifting your bum up and shifting your bum over towards the right side of your mat. So you can lower yourself fully onto your left hip. You can use your block here to support your legs. And your gaze can be in whichever direction feels most comfortable for your neck. And if you find that your shoulder blade, one of your shoulder blades, specifically your right shoulder blade, is hanging in space, you can always support it with a rolled up towel or blanket. Allow yourself to completely melt here. And breathe deeply. Toning the belly and coming back to center. Oh, Miko surprised me. Squaring yourself on your back once again. Uncrossing your legs, and let's move on to the other side. Crossing your left leg over your right, wrapping them around once or twice. Shifting your hips all the way over to the left side of your mat so you can lower yourself fully onto your right hip. And placing your block underneath your knees to support you here. Miko's made himself comfortable. Just continue to breathe, allowing your breath to slow all the way down. Slowly make your way back to center, uncrossing your leg, moving any props out of the way. Extending both legs fully, 1 foot to each corner of your mat, arms slightly away from your body, palms are facing up. Preparing for Shavasana. Take a big breath in and exhale fully. Just give yourself permission to fully let go here. Turning your attention inward and focusing on your breath. Breathing in from your belly, into your rib cage, into your chest, and exhale fully. And slowly start to move your fingers and your toes, becoming aware of your body once again. Cross your right leg over your left. Place your right hand in your left and reach over towards the left side of your body, just stretching out the right side. Come through center, cross your left leg over your right. Place your left hand in your right hand and reach over to the right side. Breathing into the left side of your body. Come back through center. And now draw your knees in, give yourself a little squeeze. Release your feet to the floor and roll onto your favorite side. And just pause there for a moment. And slowly make your way up, coming into a comfortable seated position. Let's take an inhale and reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart. I want to thank you all so much for sharing your energy with me today and trusting me to guide you through your practice. Be free, be true, be you. Namaste.